Hello again, how are we? Evening. So we're at Massive Slip and Slide today. I've come a bit earlier and they've let me film. So we've got somewhere, and fingers crossed I can do that little bit for you. And hopefully you do enjoy it, because it's took me driving the length and the breadth of the country just to do it for you. Obviously being denied access because of it, and then everything, you know, and then asking the same question but at the other place, and then they get the alarm bells going. I mean, and then I've asked these guys and they can't see a problem. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they've got to change the pump, unfortunately. So hopefully he comes earlier, or if not, it should be all right. So it should be all right. So Massive Slip and Slide. So it's all down here. It's on the same land. I need to get the name of it, and they've got, it's like on a farm. They've got like pods down there. Something forest edge camping, I think it is. That's it. So you can go down there, down the bottom, and this one's a bit different regarding, you get it's £15, but you get 2.5 hours on this one. So that's quite a long time, good value for 2.5 hours. So yeah, so we'll check this out. Fully booked today. It's really hot, going to be really hot today. So I just thought, I got 4 days off. I didn't really want to go away, and I thought, oh, we'll do this, and we'll come down, like start from Northampton, because that was already in stone and I didn't want to let them down. So we did that, like I say, come down to Oxfordshire, then got that issue there, but that's been, if you've not seen the actual update, that's been refunded. So yeah, that's all right. But they did take 69p off me. But the 15 quid can go towards this one. So the 69p that's cost me to do nothing, for them to deny me access. 69p. I don't know whether Fixers had that, but yeah. So 69 pence out of pocket. But then, so I got 15.13 and it was 15.80 something. So yeah. So we'll have to, obviously, I can't get you much footage after. Well, during, shall we say. One, I've got no GoPro, like I say, but hopefully just get you little footage now before anybody comes, anyone's here, and there's not an issue. So it's quite a long one, so look forward to this one. And then we've got Ashcombe later. So hopefully enjoy this one. Try and pad it out with some extra footage for you. Here's Massive Slip and Slide for you. Ta-ra! Get you some footage. Ta-ra! So if you wanted to come on one of these, like I say, if you're from the Midlands like myself, there isn't really any that are local. You've got Leicestershire Way, which is a new one popped up for this year, but other than that, they're all down south. So yeah, this one's, I think, I don't know how many years this has been here, but it's been, I think it's at least a couple of years old. So yeah. But they've got no, they must take the water out each night, because there's no water in it. So yeah, so that's good. Nice clean water every day. So on that note, and then you go down, you can either have bodyboards or you can have rings. Single rings, double rings, ring. There you go. So yeah, but no water. So yeah. That's probably because they're having to change the pumps. It only runs for an hour apparently, and then it goes off. So they've got to change it. So again, typical look. I want to do that thing, and then it might not be straight away, but I'll wait, because it's been that much of an issue. We'll wait, because I'll need it back for 2 o'clock. So they've got an hour to change it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't take them an hour to change it. But we'll persevere, and it's only hopefully he comes. He's on his way now. Hopefully he comes before the session starts, and it's done then. So on that note, I'll see you in a bit. Tra. Can't get you much on the slides, you see, due to filming reasons, you know how it is, and you know all the issues I've already had. Tra. Hello again, how are we? Are we on? We're on. Just coming back from Exeter. So this is a debrief from the 4 days. So I popped into Gloucester Services to show you the branch. Long time since I've been here. It's been here a good few years now. But it had just opened. I can't remember what I came down for to see it. I can't remember what I did. Don't know, but it was down that way, down the M5 obviously, but I can't remember what we did. But I know I've been before, because it was quite new. Don't know when it was new, but it's it was a good few years ago. So I don't need anything, I've just come to do you a quick debrief. That automatic door's been binned off. I like that, binned off. Put a bin there. So not fix that. So here we go. Can we have an opening, please? There you go. So I don't need anything. Everything's shut. The kitchen's shut. We love dogs, but not beyond this point, please. There you go. Right. So all I need to do is a quick debrief. You've seen the 2 little clips that I managed to do at massive slip and slide. So all this was for, it was just something different, because I don't think I could have persevered with 6 weeks worth of visiting towers with Meet the Mobs. And also somebody said about Peacock Pin. If you watch this one, it will just carry on from next Tuesday. So we'll go in one of these huts and we'll have a debrief for you. So in this end hut down here, look, evening. Oh! So all it is, quick debrief. Oh, evening. Shine the light. Let the love light carry. Not enough of that. Right. So it was Monday to Thursday that I decided to do it. So you saw some of it. Oh, gone. Got no light now. So you can't see me now, can you? Low light levels. Boom. We'll go under this lamp post. Oh, there you go. Hey, evening. So yeah. So it was Monday to Thursday. Down three nights at Exeter. It's not all been a total washout, because I did get. You saw the moon, the half moon in, which was quite apt for the occasion. I had 2 evening meals there, which was quite nice. So we'll start at the beginning, shall we? So very quick debrief. Like I say, you've seen massive slip and slide, 2 little clips, plus then they did actually let me, because the idea was, like I say, I'll tell you, because hopefully you've seen them and it will all run through in order. So the first thing was Monday, and then obviously we've got that issue at Millet's Farm. You know, they didn't let me in, so that's where it went massively wrong from day one. So yeah. So then I didn't know where to turn. I thought, right, I kind of panicked, going, well, what happens if all the others do the same? So as you heard in the video, so really quickly, so it's just a Dean debrief. That's all you need, isn't it, really? So that one was fine. So that day was just milling about at Millet's Farm Centre. And then Tuesday was Bounce Southwest, which should have been an influencer. They were looking for influencers. They messaged a whole big paragraph of message, and basically it did say you could come for 1 o'clock for the bounce, 3 o'clock for the slip and slide. Thought, okay, we're on. But they only gave me 3 dates. So I asked nicely, can you push it over to the next Tuesday, because that's when I'm coming. And then I didn't get anything other than, yeah, that'll be fine, okay. So no timings were given. So I just thought it was again, the same timings, and I'd get offered both. But as soon as I got there, like I say, only got offered, well, they said, oh, just the slip and slide then, wasn't it? So I thought then it was like, you're putting words in my mouth then, aren't you, kind of thing. So that was only 20 minutes in the end, because I asked the question there. Same again. We got what I did at Massive was exactly the same as what I'd done at Millet's Farm. Theirs is just slip and slide UK, literally, but theirs is high, and theirs is broke, to be fair, because it's supposed to be like a sprinkler down the bottom, but the ends fell off, because I think if they put the lid back on and the end back on, there'll be too much pressure, because there won't be enough water to come out, so then it might pop something else off. So I reckon they've left that off on purpose. So I just saw it and I thought, well, can I, again, that was an ask. Nothing more than an ask. But then they got frivolous because they didn't reply, and I still went. The alarm bells rang and they all went into lockdown, and and when I think it was Wednesday they came back to me, because obviously Millet Farm got involved. So that was the Tuesday. So Monday, it was Millet's Farm, so nothing, quite warm again, but nice to see Millet's Farm. It was, like I say, a Dean project with certain things, and the banner was alright, no faults on the fire panels. There was 2 fire panels, no faults, so we're happy with that, weren't we? Then Tuesday was Bounce Southwest at Greendale Farm, had a bacon cob there in the morning, then went to see her, and then, like I say, they only offered the slip and slide, but I was going to get more at 1 o'clock or whenever they stopped. But we didn't get to that because the boss said no. But the supervisor was quite happy with it. But then they'd had a conflab, and then he changed his tune. Said, oh, the pressure might be too much. But then it was weird because it's a very similar system. And when you went to massive slip and slide, which is in something St Mary, which is about 20 minutes away from Exeter, it's not far away, they actively put people under it, so I thought, no, that's rubbish. So I thought, as soon as he said that, I thought, but theirs is like I said in the video, it was a bit low, so the way they've done their scaffolding was too low. But you got to the bottom of theirs, but unfortunately, I'm not, obviously, when I get to it, which will be now, I think. So that was Tuesday. Tuesday was Greendale Farm Shop. So at 20 minutes I was there, did a tweet, it was Instagram post, tagged them, and then within 5 minutes that supervisor came over to me and basically says, can you, they must have conflabbed, why is he still here, or within reason. Says, oh yeah, he's what he wants to do, this, that and the other, at 1. So then they must have conflabbed. And then, because otherwise I would have gone, wouldn't I? But I again, would have got 20 minutes if that was the case. And then I went up to the top. She then almost immediately said no when I showed the original video, which, I'm not doing much. I'm just putting some clobber on, and that's it. but I don't think that would have looked very well, to be fair, because I think there's really low, but yeah, it mixed there, so we're not sure what they thought. So yeah, so obviously that was a no-go because I'd asked the question. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday, I didn't bother going to Massive Slip and Slide because they have about 100 people per session. It's quite slow there, so I went to Ashcombe, which I'd already been, because of the 20 minutes that I had on the Tuesday, I went to Ashcombe to ask, can I go? Because they didn't ring me back, you see. So yeah, I need to get this out a bit quicker. So yeah, that was that. And then Wednesday, so I didn't go in the morning to Massive and went for a full hour at Ashcombe. That was that one. And then food at the Moon Inn in the evening. That was quite a nice day. It took me 3 days to get something somewhere, but obviously most of them, other than Bounce Southwest, I paid for. So there was so I don't owe anybody anything because I paid, you see. So that's why I'm just doing this Dean debrief, because 2 out of the 4 on the video, you see. So I just did it because it's not worth the effort, you know, because the other 2 didn't really want. Well, I didn't ask Massive, to be fair. They said it was all right to film and come as a lone adult, so to speak. So that's all I was asking. But I did it. I went really early this morning and did it. So that was, because I'm waffling now, aren't we? So that was Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? So yeah, I don't want to repeat it, but yeah. So like I say, Millets Farm Tuesday. I might have to start this again. So no, I won't. I'll keep it going, but we'll get there. So like I say, Wednesday was Ashcombe. That's where we were. Ashcombe was Wednesday. I don't know where I parked the car. Oh, it's only here. Here we are. So yeah, Ashcombe was Wednesday. Did that at 12 o'clock because the other one was fully booked, and I thought, I won't risk it. But when you've got 100 people and it's really hot, you don't want to be queuing. But I did that Wednesday. I'd ham and chips, I think, after Ashcombe, because that was quite nice. And then Thursday we did. Can't remember what we did Thursday. Oh yeah, that's today, Thursday. So that was I did do Massive Thursday, Massive Slip and Slide. That's again, they were quite happy. Oh yeah, and then Wednesday afternoon I popped to the Slip and Slide, Massive Slip and Slide, and asked the question, because it's not too far away, and spoke to the lady, and she's quite happy. Says, oh yeah, you can do that, but you can't go down the slide. But then today they let me. You'll see that on the channel anyway. So I've done, that's the clip I got. That's the only clip I did get for there. Well, other than the 2 clips in this video. So yeah, and then so basically it's just a bit of a write-off, really. You know, just by asking questions. So I don't know really what they think, thinks that's going to happen. But we'll write it off, because it was like nearly £100 a night at the Travelodge, 3 nights in there. So, but I didn't want to go away. You see, I just couldn't be bothered. So, but I could have easily gone away for the amount of money I spent. So, but it was nice. Some of it was nice, like I say. The aim was to just go somewhere random and find a pub and just be away, somewhere away as well. So it's not the end of the world, is it? So, but so yeah. So the last 2 was today, Thursday. What I'm doing a debrief about the whole thing though, and then basically did Massive this morning. Did that for about an hour. You get 2.5 hours there for 15 quid. Paid for that one, so I don't owe them anything. video wise. And then gave up after the hour, so I was a bit bored. Unfortunately, their slide's not great. It needs a bit of tweaking. The second slide, you don't get, I don't know whether it's the rubber rings or just not flat enough, but you don't get to the bottom very easily. There's a skill to it. You have to have a good bodyboard and get to the end, but I think the other side's better. It just needs a bit flatter because like the water, the ground is not level, so it just literally goes down to the side, so it's not great, unfortunately. That's the left channel, the furthest one round. But they, so because it's 2.5 hours, they sell about 100 tickets plus walk-ins as well. So it's a slow mover, but it seems to be popular. All of them seem to be popular. And then I did go to Ashcombe. They've got a foam party one on a Thursday. That was the main reason to go. But here's the big but, right? So when I did Ashcombe on Wednesday, I think it was, yeah, because when I found out that it was really busy at the massive one, I did Ashcombe. Did that for an hour, but then, like normal, my eyes, I had mild conjunctivitis. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. And I thought, here we go again. I don't want to have really bad eyes to drive back, because I'm 3 hours away from home. So I got drops in. I've got some Optrex drops that are just literally for itchy eyes. Put them in quite a few times, and then today we're all right. So, and obviously I knew Massive's all right. It's just water there, I think. Water shame, but I don't think it's actually treated. I think it's just water. I don't know how that one works, but I don't think it's chlorinated as such. But it's cleaner. But whereas the Ashcombe one is recycled and is a bit dirty, unfortunately. But he's got no water on site, so he's got no choice. Basically, he has to go and get water every day. But I don't know whether it's my eyes or whether it's this foam machine fluid that causes, some form of bacterial infection. So luckily we're all right. So, and then basically I did go for the foam party one, and did it for literally about 3 slides. Got it in my eye, and I thought, right, I don't want to be here, because he was trying to help me film, but it would have been a 7 o'clock finish, unfortunately, if it quietened down. But I just made a sharp exit and go. But I will email him, or if he sees this, watches this one, but I will email him and say, sorry, I just had to dart. I get like that, and I mean, I'd rather, because all I was doing, if I go down again, is getting more in my eye. I could have used my goggles that I used for me PPE, but I don't think that would have helped, to be fair, because it would have still gone down. You need proper swimming goggles, I think. So, but enough of me waffling, because I reckon that is a proper waffle warning that means absolutely nothing to anything. But to take off this, obviously, it's almost a write-off. I'm going to do a thumbnail. I'm going to make a thumbnail on this, slip and slide write-off, basically. But like I say, tiny bit was all right. Food. At the Half Moon Inn, I had hamburger and chips. Quite pricey, hamburger and chips. Unfortunately, it was not just hamburger and chips. It was the mustard ham that's got them little bits on. And what was the other one? I had gammon. That was £21. But when you saw it, it was awful. Not awful. It was huge. I might still have the photo. I don't know whether I've deleted it. I think I've deleted it. So if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. I think I've deleted them. I did take photos, but I didn't realise I needed them. But yeah, just a very quick, it's not really a quick Dean debrief, is it? Because it's 18 minutes, but not a great one, this one. But 2 little clips of that. I will chuck in, obviously, after them clips, the clip that, and before I go, about a massive, it was quite good, again, I've been trying to do from the day one. So first day didn't really do anything, just milling around the millets. Second day 20 minutes, 4 goes or 3 goes on Bounce Southwest slip and slide, then done for 12. So I thought I'd pop to Ashcombe, and then didn't do it, and then didn't do anything Wednesday because it was busy at Massive. So then when I say I did pop to Massive and ask them to see if I could do that video, and she straight away, I showed her the original one. Kelly, her name was, not a problem. Just tell them you spoke to Kelly. Come back today, and then you can't make it up, can you? So they still say yes, you know, and they're quite happy with it. It's on the channel now. Hope you all go and like it, because it's cost me about 300 quid to just do that, and a lot of effort and a lot of denial just for that to me to do that. So yeah. So you all better all go and like it. It's on YouTube, Twitter and Instagram. It's on them all. About the saxophones. I should have put the trumpets in, but once I've got the footage, I can do it again, can't I? I can reuse it quite easily. I might put the Wasparium actual Toxicator audio on it soon. That'll be another one. So yeah, so I did that, but when I got there, they were all happy for me to do it, but then they have conveniently forgot or didn't tell me straight away, oh, but we've got to change the pump. The pump only runs for about an hour and then gives up. So he's on his way now. This was before they opened at 10:30. So if he's here before 10:30, they can do it before 10:30, but at about 20 to 11, just as I got on the actual session, 10 to 11 I reckon it would have been, he was here. So we had to wait till 1, and then I watched them all, and then the owner came, which was quite funny. He said hello, but I forgot to say, oh, how are you? And then what was it? Oh yeah, and I just said, are we still on for it all? And then I've never seen like an army of people trying to literally, the last few went down, water off, crane the old one up onto the low loader. Literally, they swapped it all around in 20 minutes. One for obviously they needed it for 2 o'clock themselves, and then trying to get me to do that little segment as well. So big shout out to them if they do watch it, because obviously this will be half the title. So a big shout out to them. Hopefully they knew that this was the last chance saloon basically, and the amount of really wasn't worth. I don't think, like I say, you've got to go and like it, because it really wasn't worth the effort that I went through to do it. Because obviously it came off at 12, and then I had to wait till 1. But then obviously they were changing the pump first, because and even one of them says, oh, by all means you can go up there, but there'll be no water. I says, well, that's what a shame. That's the whole point of the thing. But yeah, no, I said I'll risk it, and obviously if it took them an hour, because they did say initially, oh, it might take us an hour. But how I watched them, it was quite funny. They literally were down there from the end of that session, and as soon as literally boom, water off, done. So I'm going to go, because it's just a waffle, isn't it now? Do apologise for this. So if you have watched all this, thank you very much, good luck, but I'll be back as normal next Tuesday. Not doing the little thing that I did have planned at Lower Drayton Farm now, only because I was a little bit shaken up with all this denial business. I've just messaged them on Facebook now. All that is they've got they've imported a Water Wars game from America, which is like an old link to Alton Towers, because they used to have an old manual version in Ugland back in the day, and I'm sure there was a version, whether they moved the same thing in Forbidden Valley back in the day, I can't quite remember. So I was going to go there and obviously show you that on a video, because it was linked to Towers, but I'm not going to do that, because I don't want farm farm videos linked. We'll go back to tower stuff. Just for now anyway, but I'll put that in there for you. You never know, it might happen next year or whenever, but at the time in now, I'll just do what I want to do rather than me do content for other people, if that makes sense. So on that note, I'm going to go. So yeah, Peacock Pin will be back on Tuesday. I'll announce the winners just normally, no bouncy castle or anything. I'll get somebody to pick a number between 1 and 11, whoever. I think there's about 11 of you, and then we'll do round 4. I'll open that and give you the new link. I've been away, you see. I could have done, the aim was to do it while I was here, but obviously because it's all been a bit of a farce, I haven't. So on that note, if you made it 25 minutes, well done to you. Have a chocolate biscuit. So have a chocolate biscuit if you watch 25 minutes. Well, it's a bit more than that, but it's 25-minute clip now. I'm going. Ta-ra. See you on Tuesday. Ta-ra. Bye.
La de ma bum bum. La de ma bum bum.